So he sent for him frequently and talked with him. Felix, bring me Paul. Maybe he'll give me a bribe. Here I am. Let's talk. No bribe. When 2 years had passed, Felix was succeeded by Porcius Festus, but because Felix wanted to grant a favor to the Jews, he left Paul in prison. 2 years. Felix wanted to give a favor for the Jews, so he left. Felix left Paul in prison. Acts 24:27. Acts 25. 3 days after arriving in the province, Festus went up from Caesarea to Jerusalem, where the chief priests and the Jewish leaders appeared before him and presented the charges against Paul. Festus went up from Caesarea to Jerusalem. Chief priests and Jewish leaders present the charges against Paul. They requested Festus as a favor to them to have Paul transferred to Jerusalem, for they were preparing an ambush to kill him along the way. Please have Paul transferred to Jerusalem, Festus. Paul goes to Jerusalem, and an ambush is ready to kill Paul. Let's get him. Acts 25:4. Festus answered, Paul is being held at Caesarea, and I myself am going there soon. Let some of your leaders come with me, and if the man has done anything wrong, they can press charges against him there. Charges pressed against Paul at Caesarea. If he has done wrong, they can press charges there. Some of you should go with me to Caesarea, says Festus to the leaders. After spending 8 to 10 days with them, Festus went down to Caesarea. 8 to 10 days. The next day he convened the court and ordered that Paul be brought before him. Bring him Paul, says Festus. When Paul was brought in, the Jews who had come down from Jerusalem stood around him. They brought many serious charges against him, but couldn't prove them. Complaints against Paul, or charges. Charges were unproven. They couldn't prove them. Then Paul made his defense. I have done nothing wrong against the Jewish law, or against the temple, or against Caesar. I've done no wrong against Caesar, against the temple, against the Jewish law. Festus, wishing to do the Jews a favor, said to Paul, Are you willing to go to Jerusalem and start trial before me there on these charges? I appeal to Caesar. How did Paul say that? I appeal to Caesar. After Festus had confirmed with his council, he declared, You have appealed to Caesar, you shall go. To Caesar you shall go. You have appealed to Caesar you shall go. Festus confers with his people, his council. You have appealed to Caesar you shall go.